They called it art. Others called it vomit. And one movie, Pink Flamingos, proudly advertised itself as an exercise in bad taste. But this wasn't just bad taste. This was eating dog poop on camera, real animal abuse, incest, nudity, singing butts, and things I can't even say here. And yes, people watched it, then banned it, then worshipped it. This is the story of the filthiest film ever made, and why it's still banned in places today. It all came from one man, John Waters, the self-proclaimed Pope of Trash. Armed with no budget, a camera, and a group of underground freak performers, he made a movie that would scar viewers forever. At the center of it all was Divine, a 300-pound drag queen icon who didn't act, she provoked. And she made history by eating real dog feces in one take, without a stunt double. The rest of the cast included Mink Stoll, David Lochary, and Edith Massey, all part of Waters' bizarre filmmaking family known as the Dreamlanders. Notorious criminal Divine lives under the pseudonym Babs Johnson with her mother Edie, delinquent son Crackers, and traveling companion Cotton. They share a trailer on the outskirts of Phoenix, Maryland, next to a gazing ball and a pair of plastic pink flamingos. After learning that Divine has been dubbed the filthiest person alive by a tabloid paper, jealous rivals Connie and Raymond Marble attempt to usurp her title. The Marbles run a black market baby ring. They kidnap young women, have them impregnated by their manservant Channing, and sell the babies to lesbian couples. The proceeds are used to finance pornography shops and a network of dealers selling heroin in inner-city elementary schools. Raymond also earns money by exposing himself with a large kielbasa sausage or turkey neck tied to his Penisto women and stealing their purses when they flee. Later in the film, one of Raymond's would-be targets, a trans woman, thwarts his scheme by exposing her breast, which excites him, and then showing her penis and scrotum, causing Raymond to flee in shock. The Marbles enlist a spy, Cookie, to gather information about Divine by dating Crackers. Cookie is raped by Crackers while he tortures and crushes a live chicken between them as Cotton looks on through a window. Cookie then informs the Marbles about Bab's identity, her whereabouts, and her family, as well as her upcoming birthday party. The Marbles send a box of human feces to Divine as a birthday present, with a card addressing her as Fatso, and proclaiming themselves the filthiest people alive. Worried that her title has been seized, Divine declares that whoever sent the package must die. While the Marbles are gone, Channing dresses in Connie's clothes and imitates his employer's overheard conversations. When the Marbles return home, they are outraged to find Channing mocking them while wearing Connie's clothes, so they fire him and lock him in his room, a closet, while they head out to do evil deeds until they can return and throw him out for good after searching his stuff. The Eggman, who delivers eggs to Edie daily, confesses his love for her and proposes marriage, which she accepts. The Marbles arrive at the trailer to spy on Divine's birthday party. The birthday gifts include poppers, fake vomit, lice shampoo, a pig's head, and a meat cleaver. Entertainers feature a topless woman with a snake act, and a contortionist who flexes his prolapsed anus in rhythm to the song Surfin' Bird. Disgusted by the outrageous party, the Marbles anonymously contact the police, but Divine and her guests ambush the officers, hack up their bodies with the meat cleaver, and eat them. Afterwards, Edie and the Eggman are wed, and he carts her off in a wheelbarrow. Divine and Crackers head to the Marbles' house, where they lick and rub the furniture, which excites them so much that Divine fillets Crackers. They find Channing, and he begs to be released, but they are not sympathetic and force him to show them the two pregnant women held captive in the basement. Divine and Crackers free the women and hand them a large knife to deal with the tied-up Channing, stating they can kill him and Divine will do so herself if they aren't interested. The women then use the knife to emasculate Channing. The marbles burn Divine's beloved trailer to the ground. When they return home, their furniture cursed by being licked by Divine and Crackers rejects them, the cushions flying up and throwing them to the floor when they try to sit down. They also find that Channing has bled to death from his emasculation, and the two women have escaped. After finding the remains of their burned-out trailer, Divine, Crackers, and Cotton return to the Marbles' home, kidnap them at gunpoint, and bring them to the arson site. Divine calls the local tabloid media to witness the Marbles' trial and execution. Divine holds a kangaroo court and convicts the bound and gagged Marbles of first-degree stupidity and assholism. Cotton and Crackers recommend a sentence of execution, so the Marbles are tied to a tree, coated in tar and feathers, and shot in the head by Divine. Divine, Crackers, and Cotton enthusiastically decide to move to Boise, Idaho. Spotting a small dog defecating on the sidewalk, Divine scoops up the feces with her hand and puts them in her mouth, proving, as the voiceover narration by Waters states, that Divine is not only the filthiest person in the world, but she is also the filthiest actress in the world. Let's be clear, Pink Flamingos wasn't banned for just one reason. It was banned for every reason. Real sexual acts, animal cruelty, incest between actors, public indecency, obscene language, and literal feces consumption. The movie was so graphic, some people vomited in theaters. Others walked out, stunned. Some countries simply said, nope. It was banned in Australia, Canada, Norway, and parts of the UK for decades. In certain states in the US, theaters that showed it got shut down. In fact, it became one of the most prosecuted films under the UK's video nasty censorship laws. But here's the twist. The more it got banned, the more famous it became. Underground screenings, secret midnight shows, and by the 1980s, Pink Flamingos had become a cult legend. People didn't just watch it, they celebrated it. John Waters became a counterculture hero. Divine? She became an icon in music, drag, and underground film, influencing everyone from RuPaul to Lady Gaga. Even respected institutions like the Criterion Collection added it to their archive, calling it a subversive masterpiece. Today, Pink Flamingos is still banned in certain places and remains age-restricted or blocked in many countries. But for fans of extreme cinema, it's a badge of honor, a dare, a cult baptism by filth. So, was Pink Flamingos a disgusting mess? Or was it bold, fearless, and revolutionary art? Maybe it was both. But one thing's for sure, you'll never forget it. And maybe you'll wish you could. For more stories about banned, cursed, or buried films, follow or subscribe the channel. Because cinema has a dark side, and we're not afraid to watch